In this video here for the gardenshop.ie, I'm just going to give a quick overview of the 45 centimeter tree tie that we sell on the, from our website. So I just put down the 60 centimeter tree tie there, and I'm just going to cover this topic here. So if we're planting a tree such as this bare root tree here, a relatively small tree, the normal procedure is that we would have a stake driven into the ground, and we would be, which will be used as support for the actual tree itself. So normally we'll plant this in the direction that the prevailing wind is coming from, so that it can give actual support to the stake itself. So the purpose of the tree tie down itself is twofold. The first thing is to actually give support from the stake over to the tree, and the second thing to do is do so in a manner that will not cause damage to the actual tree. So we want room for expansion and give support without overly confining the tree. Okay. So what is the right size tree tie to choose? Well, in this particular case, if we're using a smaller stake like this, a 1.2 meter with a tree like this, the basic rule of thumb is that you want to support it at least a third of the way up the height of the tree. So in this case here, the 45 centimeter will be ideal. Now for larger, bulkier trees, you might be forced to use a 60 centimeter tree tie, which we also stock on the gardenshop.ie. So examples of what you'd use that with would be maybe a 1.5 meter stake here, and if we look at this Thuja tree over here that has quite a large root ball and a wide type of spindle, you need the extra centimeters to be able to get around it. And then if we picked a large bare root tree like this, also we want to come along, and because of the extra distance things of this, moving out to a 60 centimeter tie wrap would make sense. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to give a quick overview of how we do this. So obviously in this video we would have both the stake and the tree would already be positioned in the ground, and what we do is we just tie the tie wrap here, and we just slide it through, and we're positioning it about 10 centimeters from the top of the tree, or top of the stake. And the reason that we're doing this is that, you know, there's no point having the tie wrap way down because you're not really using the full extent of the stake. And the next thing here then is we come along and we'll pick the aspect of the tree that looks best, and we might need to adjust the tie wrap slightly because we don't want to damage the branches here. So if we found we were conflicting with these branches here, we just slide it down slightly here, and then we just complete the process here, slide this through, and then we loosen it like this, okay? And that's it. Now the final step would be to use something like a small tack here, which we actually have, and a hammer. And what we do is we'd actually just nail this tree tie into a fixed location on the stake, and the idea of this is to stop the tree tie sliding up and down, which obviously would cause both rubbing action and also not give the support at exactly the point that we picked. So that's it anyway, an overview of the 45 centimeter tree tie available on the gardenshop.ie.